Nintendo is a marketing genius. Wave 2 of the Mario Kart 8 booster pack is out, and they were able to incorporate a business model so clever that I have two marketing theories that will help you understand why the Mario Kart 8 DLC is the best business decision that Nintendo has ever made. So the first theory is related more to economics, but hey, same princess, different castle, am I right? We know from basic supply and demand theory that the lower the prices for a product, the more people will buy it. Why do I bring this up? Theoretically, if Mario Kart 9 were to release, it would sell for a typical retail price of $80. Now if we compare the price tag of Mario Kart 9's $80 to Mario Kart 8's booster pass price of $33, it doesn't take a genius to know that gamers would spend $33 instead of $80. But that's where I challenge you to stop and reflect for a moment. Why did you automatically go with $33? Sure, it's less than half the price of $80, though we need to know how value is measured first. Conceptually, value is calculated by taking perceived benefits and dividing it by price. If you break down Mario Kart to its simplest form, then what makes it stand out compared to other kart racing games is their detailed and fun courses. Since Mario Kart 8 Deluxe already came with 48 courses, then by association, I think subconsciously we all thought that Mario Kart 9 would also release with 48 courses. So when I asked you earlier which one you would rather spend money on, it became clear that the booster pass was the obvious answer, since you're paying for the same amount of courses at a lower price. Though this is where things start to get dangerous. If we take the expansion pack into consideration, its price tag sits at $64, which is already significantly lower than $80. But what we have to also take into consideration is that the $64 includes 48 courses, plus all the other benefits associated with it, such as the N64 games. Clearly, Mario Kart 9 would be the worst option of our three, but now as a consumer, you're faced with a tough decision. Do I pay $33 and only get 48 courses? Or do I pay $64 to get the same 48 courses and so much more? And this, my friends, is where Nintendo traps you. Nintendo already convinced you that Mario Kart 9 isn't worth buying right now, so they psychologically put you in a hard place. It's smart marketing, though it's also manipulative, because if you're buying the booster pack, then you're likely going to want to race online too. So by adding the booster pack as part of the online membership, it complements the pricing really well. And guys, that's just the tip of the iceberg right now, as we still have another theory to further support this. Moving away from numbers for a bit, let's move on to what's known as the Boston Matrix, a diagram that shows a company's product line relative to the market. Dogs are products that are either hurting sales or are no longer relevant. Cash cows are products that may not be growing a ton, but your company is still making a good enough profit from them. Stars represent your best-selling products that are in high demand. Then our last quadrant consists of literal question marks, where it has a lot of potential, but you're unsure of how it will play out. To visualize it, Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U is considered a dog because it's no longer relevant. Mario Kart Tour is considered a cash cow because there's not much demand anymore, but it is still making money from those still playing it. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is clearly our star because it's the Switch's best-selling game and is a clear market leader when it comes to the kart racing genre. Then for our question marks, this is where our booster pass and expansion pack lie. What's smart here is that both of our question mark products complement our star product. So whether someone decides to pay more for one or the other, at the end of the day, it just makes Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, our star product, shine brighter in the long run. Speaking of the long run, once all the courses for the booster pass are released, the booster pass itself will no longer have any value to it, which immediately moves it to a dog because there's no reason to advertise it anymore. Though with the expansion pack, this is where it sneakily moves its way to either a star or cash cow category. Sure, all 48 tracks will eventually release, but the expansion pack is going to offer so much more that it really makes your $64 stretch out over time. Thus, by expiring the limitations of the booster pass, this makes the expansion pack seem like a no-brainer, because its benefits seem unlimited in comparison. On top of that, you'll also be paying $64 every year for all the new benefits that will eventually get released too. So by drawing you into Mario Kart 8, it's creating a safeguard to ensure it never falls into that dog category. How does it create a safeguard? Well, let's look at Mario Kart's current sales. To date, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has sold 45.33 million units. And as of September 2020, Nintendo currently has over 26 million active users who purchased the Nintendo Switch Online membership. Now for a moment, Let's pretend like the expansion pack didn't exist, and only the booster pass was available. If every person who owned Mario Kart 8 bought the booster pass, then that means Nintendo would roughly make $1.5 billion in sales. Although, if we want to see how many expansion packs were needed to match that same sales goal, then by doing some quick division, we can see that we would need to convince about 23.4 million users to purchase it. And voila, our safeguard is found. We already have about 26 million users using Nintendo Switch Online. So if we only need to convince about 22.4 million of them to purchase the expansion pack to match that same sales goal, then Nintendo's odds are highly in their favor, because there's currently more active online users than people who need convincing. Plus, considering how Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is their best-selling Mario Kart of all time, and relies heavily on online play to make its experience enjoyable, then it creates a nice feedback loop, which further incentivizes the purchase of the expansion pack instead of just buying the booster pass. So moral of the story, Nintendo is incredibly business savvy with how they marketed their booster pack. And if you're stuck on which way to pay for it, I have two recommendations. One, if you already have an online membership, just purchase the expansion pack, because you'll be getting the 48 courses and so much more in the future, so the $64 is a steal in the long run. Two, if you don't have an online membership and don't plan on playing Mario Kart through online mode, then just stick with the booster pass. But let me know in the comments, did you buy the DLC already? And which courses did you want to see return in future waves? Until next time, I look forward to seeing you again. Two researchers at the University of Sydney in Leeds interviewed 50 students who identified as gamers, as they want to explore their purchasing behavior when it came to pre-orders, aka buying a game before it releases, and what they term backlog purchasing, the act of buying a game and knowing full well you are never going to play it.